Batangas State University, a three-star university listed among the top universities by the QS Stars rating. The first and only state university in the country with engineering and IT programs accredited by the US-based Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology, or ABET. A National Center of Excellence in Electronics Engineering and National Center of Development in Mechanical Engineering and Electrical Engineering. A research and learning hub with 15 research and development centers and maker spaces with state-of-the-art equipment and laboratory facilities. A consistent top-performing school in engineering licensure examinations. Provider of emerging academic programs in engineering and technology in order to produce competent workforce for industries in a developing economy. Endorsed by the Regional Development Council as CALABARZON's Center for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Environment Research and Center for Technology Business Incubation and Development. Home to the South Luzon Hub for Technopreneurship and Innovation. Breeding ground of innovators, technopreneurs, startups, and knowledge creators that provide engineering and technology solutions to social problems. A knowledge-based institution that forwards innovation programs resulting to the development of new products and technologies that satisfy customer requirements and respond to the needs of the industry and the general society. All of these put Batangas State University at a prime position to expand its mandates and become a key national player in knowledge creation and innovation. This is concretized by the establishment of the Knowledge, Innovation, and Science Technology Park. On May 22, 2020, President Rodrigo R Duterte signed Proclamation No. 947 designating the BatStateU KIST Park as a special economic zone. This makes it the first PEZA registered KIST Park in the country. As an IT park co-located in a thriving university, the BatStateU KIST Park is a prime destination for locator companies and tech startups to foster dynamic collaboration among universities, multinational companies, and government agencies. PEZA registered enterprises will benefit from the high-value intellectual capital and physical resources of Batangas State University, including tax holidays and other non-fiscal benefits from operating within this newest ecozone in the country. It is located at the heart of CALABARZON, the second largest economic region in the Philippines that hosts a variety of emerging industries. The BatStateU KIST Park facilities will include Technology Hub, Design and Innovation Building, Information Technology Centrum, Data Center, Convention Center, and a KIST Hotel. Its accessibility, buoyed by the booming Batangas economy and the warm hospitality of the Batangueños, make it an ideal home to business locators and enterprises. The facilities in the newly constructed 5-story BatStateU Science, Technology, Engineering, and Environment Research Hub are already available for locators. The research centers and the locator spaces in the Steer Hub synergize a collaborative working environment for knowledge sharing among researchers, startups, and industry locators. These include Manufacturing Research Center, Electronics Research Center, ICT Research Center, Alternative Energy Research Center, and the Center for Technopreneurship and Innovation. As a technology business incubator, the Center for Technopreneurship and Innovation hosts challenge labs, ideation and incubation programs, design thinking workshops, hackathons, business model pitching competitions, and other technovation activities that would jumpstart innovative products and technology solutions for customers and industry needs. A dynamic partner in regional development, Batangas State University will continue to strengthen industry academic partnerships, generate new knowledge, and produce innovative solutions to real-world problems. Batangas State University expands its mandate to actively participate in nation building as a premier national university that develops leaders in the knowledge-based economy by leading innovations and transforming lives.
Batangas State University is a Level 4 state university located in CALABARZON. It is recognized by CHED as a Center of Excellence in Electronics Engineering and Centers of Development in Mechanical Engineering and Electrical Engineering. As such, BatStateU is one of the leading regional and national producers of engineers. It continues to build its legacy in engineering education across its 21 bachelor's programs and 23 graduate degrees. Batangas State University continually steps up to 3 big challenges to higher education institutions to produce engineering graduates that become expert engineers of the world with strong capabilities and peak expertise that engender interdisciplinary technological breakthroughs that are able to integrate, synthesize, operate, and manage relationships across technological and organizational boundaries, and are ready to assume the role of a change agent, prepared to provide the creativity, innovation, and leadership needed to guide research and industry to future success. Pursuant to the Board of Regents Resolution Number 134 made in December 2020, the Center for Innovation in Engineering Education was established as the official university arm in upholding engineering education standards. The CIEE's mandate of engineering education advancement and excellence encompasses the following: providing support to engineering curriculum development and the assessment of graduate attributes through continuous quality improvement, mentoring new engineering educators, recognizing teaching excellence and awarding of professorial chairs, and spearheading research in engineering education, ultimately setting the direction for the College of Engineering. The CIEE aims to become instrumental for the College of Engineering to serve as a benchmark for support to other higher education institutions. It also aims to carry out inter-organizational functions in building academe-industry linkages and fostering sustainability. These include partnership development and management, global engagement, sustainable resource generation, scouting of grants, donation and endowment, as well as foundation building. The CIEE exists to drive professional growth through conferences, technical exhibitions and job fairs, as well as the publication of journals, magazines and newsletters, IEC materials, and digital content. The Science, Technology, Engineering, and Environment Research Hub, or STEER Hub, located in BatStateU Alangilan, is home to the CIEE. Its 6 neighboring research centers at the STEER Hub are engaged in high-level local and international research collaboratives in various technological fields, all geared towards specific solutions to achieve national research agenda and global SDGs. A local leader in this initiative, the CIEE is advised by chairs and directors of associations and well-established centers of engineering education in the US and Asia, as well as seasoned industry leaders, researchers, and academicians in the country. With Batangas State University leading innovations in transforming lives, the CREE is its driving force in fueling ingenuity and leadership in engineering education.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to all the viewers, especially engineering students, faculty, and alumni. We're co-celebrating World Engineering Day for Sustainable Development, or WED 2022, alongside UNESCO and the World Federation of Engineering Organization under its auspices, to recognize engineering and the contribution of world's engineers for a better sustainable world by addressing the UN 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. This is day 3 of our 3-day event, focusing specifically on sustainable development, innovation, and futures thinking. Engineering Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow is brought to you by BatStateU CIEE, the Center for Innovation in Engineering Education. I am your host, Engineer Junix Kaalim, Education and Partnership at this center. Engineering Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow is brought to you by the BatStateU CIEE, the Center for Innovation in Engineering Education. I am your host, Engineer Junix Kaalim, for Education and Partnership at this center.
The World Federation of Engineering Organizations is proud to announce the launch of the World Engineering Day Hackathon. Aligned with the 2022 World Engineering Day theme, Build Back Wiser, Engineering the Future, the World Engineering Day Hackathon will encourage engineering students from around the globe to work in teams towards a global, real-world problem. This competition is a fast-paced simulation of an engineering project. Utilizing their scientific and engineering knowledge, university students will work collaboratively to gain first-hand experience to develop their critical thinking, build new skill sets, push themselves out of their comfort zone, and create lasting relationships. WIFIO has partnered with Engineers Without Borders to identify and present these real-world problems which are directly related to the World Engineering Day theme and will involve solutions that advance some of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Round 1 of the World Engineering Day Hackathon will launch in January 2022. Teams must choose one of the proposed challenges and will have 2 weeks to formulate their solution and upload their written submission. A few select entries will be identified as finalists and invited to create a video presentation of their solution for round 2. These finalist entries will be widely promoted and viewed by millions during the World Engineering Day celebrations, with the winners being announced during the Pinnacle WIFIO finale event during the 24-hour live coverage. Discover more about the World Engineering Day Hackathon at worldengineeringday.net.
On March 4, we learned from the lectures on the continuity of innovation, embedding the SDGs into the university curriculum, and the introduction of strategic foresight and futures thinking. Yesterday, March 7, we were joined by champions of engineering from select HEIs for a forum on the advancement of engineering collaborations and innovations for futures thinking. Today, we'll take a look at UNESCO's video productions, as well as the announcement of updates for the WED Hackathon 2022. First, let's hear from immediate past president of the World Federation of Engineer Organizations, Dr. Marlene Kanga, to present the challenges for the hackathon.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Dr. Marlene Kanga. I am the immediate past president of the World Federation of Engineering Organizations. I am really pleased to announce the launch of the World Engineering Day 2022 Global Engineering Hackathon. Through this fast-paced simulation of an engineering project, we encourage you, engineering students and young engineers, to develop solutions that tackle some real-world problems. Everything that you need to compete in the hackathon is available on the World Engineering Day 2022 website. The challenges have been developed by the World Federation of Engineering Organizations in partnership with Engineers Without Borders, the International Engineering Alliance, the International Federation of Engineering Education Societies, and the Global Engineering Deans Council. The judging criteria aligned with the Graduate Attributes and Professional Competencies Framework, the International Engineering Education Benchmark that was reviewed and released in September 2021. The judges are from all continents of the world, so this is truly an international competition. There are some great resources to support you on your journey in this hackathon on the website, as well as the judging criteria and the submission details. You have until midnight, 23rd of January, to put in your submission. Finalists will be announced on the 14th of February. There will be 8 finalists and videos will be produced that will be shown on World Engineering Day 2022 around the world. My very best wishes to all of you in this competition. I look forward to announcing the winner on the 4th of March, World Engineering Day 2022. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Christopher Chukunta and I'm a national delegate at the World Federation of Engineering Organizations for the Young Engineers Future Leaders representing Nigeria. I'm so excited to be a preliminary judge at the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jessica Ramchan of the Future Leaders Council and I'm honored to be a preliminary judge at the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I'm David Henderson from the Australian Centre for Field Robotics. I'm honoured to be a preliminary judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I'm Abir from Engineers Australia and I'm honoured to be a judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi everyone, I'm Radhika Gunaji from Student Platform for Engineering Education Development and I'm honoured to be the preliminary judge for 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon. All the best to all the participants.
Hi, I'm Mitch Horrocks from EWB and I am honoured to be a preliminary judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hola, soy María Laura de la Plataforma Estudiantil para el Desarrollo de la Educación en Ingeniería, SPEED, y es un honor ser parte y jueza preliminar en el Hackathon del Día Mundial de la Ingeniería 2022.
Hi, I'm Tak Tang from Hong Kong. 好高興成為今年世界工程日嘅活動評審之一。I'm honored to be a preliminary judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I'm Gabby from Engineers Australia, and I'm honoured to be a preliminary judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Abaya from Young Engineers Australia, and I'm honoured to be a preliminary judge in the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I'm Nicole Brown from Young Engineers Australia, and I'm honoured to be a preliminary judge in the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I'm Raymond Lipinski from Engineers Without Borders in Hong Kong. I am honored to be preliminary judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I'm Larry Bentley with EWB USA, and I'm honored to be a preliminary judge in the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I'm Wang Guanyi from Nankai University. I'm very honored to be a preliminary judge for 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I'm Li Hui Xu from UNESCO International Center for Engineering Education at Tsinghua University, and I'm honored to be a preliminary judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I'm Antapayam from Myanmar Engineering Society, and I'm also the member of the WFEO's Committee on Energy and Young Engineer and Future Leader Committee. I'm honored to be a preliminary judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I'm Marini from Engineers Without Borders Australia based in Cambodia, and I'm honored to be a preliminary judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I'm Syed Mubarak from the Young Engineers Committee of the Institution of Engineers Singapore, and I'm honored to be a preliminary judge for the 2022 World Engineering Hackathon. All the best to all the team.
Hi, I'm Jin Huang from China, and I'm honored to be a preliminary judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I'm Rodrigo R from the International Federation of Consulting Engineers, and I am honored to be a preliminary judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon.
Hi, I am Engineer Rosnida Talib from the Institution of Engineers Malaysia, in West Asia Pacific Nation Network member, a WFEO partner. I am honored to be a preliminary judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon. See you there.
Hello everyone, I'm Tony Wilson. I am from sunny Brisbane, Australia, and I am honoured to be preliminary judge for the World Engineering Day Hackathon for 2022.
Batangas State University was invited in January by the World Federation of Engineering Organizations under the auspices of UNESCO through its Center for Innovation in Engineering Education, or CIEE, the university's arm in advancing the quality and responsiveness of engineering education. 6 groups from the undergraduate engineering programs stepped up to the hackathon challenges, representing electronics, instrumentation and control, chemical, and industrial engineering. Angelo Formento, Ethel Generoso, and Micaela Villa of Industrial Engineering proposed a solution to recycle agricultural waste in a rural village that accumulates up to nearly 1,200 kilograms of waste per month. Their solution to briquette these wastes ensures clean disposal and livelihood for generations to come.
So for me, our engineering solution to the problems was inspired by the developing countries. And we know that as the population grows, we can think of engineering solutions to have our own developing country, like others who already have economic growth and are achieving sustainable development. So in our community, we can observe that natural resources as well as the agricultural waste are just left out or indiscriminately dumped, which is directly affecting the environment. So we think that our engineering solution could be a way to properly dispose of waste and can help the community or the beneficiary to support our developing countries to have more sustainable patterns of consumption.
So thus our solution contributes to the SDG 12, which is the responsible consumption and production. as the main goal of our study is to use the resources, and those resources are the bamboo and wild grasses that are abundant in the village so that no additional funds are needed. The said raw materials that are bamboos and wild grasses are very fast-growing grasses. Therefore, it will grow naturally. It is known that it will be more efficient as briquettes produce more intense heat than charcoal or any other fuel. The economic benefit of this study is to maximize the agricultural waste that the community produces. This will not only aim to produce income, but also protect the environment and optimize the resources within the village. And being said that the raw materials are natural resources, hence it will be economically sustainable and be a long-term project.
So our insights and learning upon joining this WED 2022 hackathon is that we as future engineers, we must be critical yet innovative, inquiring yet competent enough to solve every real-life problem since we are knowledgeable on this kind of scenario. And lastly, ready to face the constantly changing world applying sustainable development on it.
Margie Pitel, Amir Makatangay, and John Emmanuel Ramos of Chemical Engineering developed a semi-closed loop system for producing biodiesel from waste cooking oils. Team Bryce, our biodiesel reactor yielding commercially available energy, challenges not only SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, but also SDG 7, affordable and clean energy.
First of all, we want to thank Batangas State University for giving us this opportunity to join the WED Hackathon. And for our inspiration, we all know that today or this day, sobrang tumataas na po yung oil price. And this is very alarming since we are very dependent on oil sa ating everyday life. And we also know that Filipinos love to eat fried foods, and there are many oil waste that we generate every day. And we've come up to this BRICE, a biodiesel project, where we utilize waste cooking oil as our feedstock to convert to biodiesel in order to solve this social issue regarding the oil price hike and the waste cooking oil overproduction.
We also considered po na gamitin po yung knowledge po namin about sa chemical engineering sa transesterification, like para naman po yung learning po namin ay hindi po siya stagnant po, yung nagagamit din po. And yon, after considering po ng mga materials po na gagamitin and then the process, nabuo po yung BRICE.
Naging mindset na po ng group na I think dapat maging mindset ng lahat ng mga nag-undergo ng kanilang thesis, ng kanilang research project. Yun pong may apply yung kanilang mga natututunan sa thesis, which will eventually result into an impact.
First, we address po SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, I believe. Because we are utilizing waste po in order to produce something good, which is the biodiesel. And syempre po, Filipinos have different kinds of waste, and one way to dispose this kind of oil is to convert it into something useful, which is the biodiesel, in order to fuel the generators, vehicles, and such things. And we are aiming to address that Sustainable Development Goal 12 para naman po, while mitigating the overproduction of waste cooking oil, meron po kami na-produce na product.
We also touch po SDG 6, which is the clean water and sanitation. As we know po, most likely po ay nadidispose po yung yung waste cooking oils po sa mga sewages and canals. So addressing po using BRICE, yan, na-address din po yung 6. Then I also believe po sa SDG 7, affordable and clean energy, since we are producing biodiesel po, which is a fuel. So, yun po. I believe po, natatouch niyo din po yung 7. And siguro po, pwede ko na din po siguro i-add yung SDG 13, which is yung climate action, since katatapos lang po ng amin pong testing po sa TESDA, where we test our emission testing, and ano po, luckily, yung pong amin pong biodiesel ay nagpapakita po siya ng low hydrocarbon emission, low carbon dioxide, and low carbon monoxide emissions, which is also good po.
Insights and learnings namin sa pagsali sa World Engineering Day Hackathon is that we realize and we have proven that we're not just students. We can be students at the same time, so we can be innovators. We can be student researchers that can impact society in different ways, where nasabi na natin kanina, napakaraming SDG na naming na natatackle while working on a single project. And what if lahat ng researchers natin ay may ganong mindset na magtackle ng SDGs, ng goals of the society for the betterment, ano po. And especially we want to mag-iwan, o gusto po namin mag-iwan ng something na remarkable, especially because Batangas State University, sabi nga natin, we're leading innovation and transforming lives.
Na-realize ko po na yun, with yung kasama po namin yung mga kapwa po namin researchers ay ang dami po nating pinoproblema sa mundo, pero madami din pong solutions na na-generate with the help po ng academe. Then, yun po, sa realization lang po na siguro po ay kahit naman po medyo sakit nga po sa ulo yung pag-iisip po ng solutions, pero I believe po na worth it po siya lagi. Like, yun po.
By joining the WED Hackathon, we were very thankful kasi po hindi po na-confine within the university yung idea, kasi we have wider audience regarding our solutions, and that is a good thing with research po. Kasi with research na papakita worldwide, na bibigyan natin ng idea or perspective yung other researchers, businessmen, other sectors regarding the problems na meron tayo sa mundo and what are the solutions. Kasi there is more life outside the university, and doon natin ina-apply yung mga natutunan. Hindi lang tayo more on theory, we are on application po. So by joining this WED Hackathon, nabigyan po kami ng opportunity to showcase what we have in the university. Hindi lang po within the classroom yung perspective namin as students. Nagkaroon po kami ng broader perspective worldwide.
Jefferson Macalalad, Von Jarrett Mendoza, John Marlo Opinia, and Seth Robiso of Chemical Engineering address the challenge of responsible consumption and production by creating a solution to valorize spent battery rods through conversion into functional graphite materials as a conductive filler for 3D printed polymer composites, thereby providing a new dimension of recycling for spent batteries and other carbon material wastes.
Good afternoon po. So po, prior po sa aming research methods po na subject, meron po aming material science subject po, which is na-introduce po sa amin doon yung 3D printing, and by our advisor po. So sa nakita po namin yung innovative approach po ng 3D printing po sa kanyang po manufacturing. So doon po kami nag-come up. So upon po research din po, nakita po namin na naghanap po kami ng nakita po namin na yung plastic waste po, plastic 3D composite po, plastic composite ay pwede po siyang haluan ng materials, which is, doon po nagsimula yung aming thesis, which is, nagkamap po kami sa raw materials na waste batteries, which is meron nga pong graphite, yung waste batteries na discharge na po, na wala na po siyang paggagamit ng iba. So, upon procurement po, nisiwan po namin na pwede po dahil po sa characteristics po ng graphite, which is conductive nga po, naisipan po namin siyang ihalo sa 3D plastic polymer po.
In our research paper po, we address the SDG 12 or the responsible consumption and production. So because we are trying to give po a second life for carbon rods and carbon zinc batteries. So this will help po to lessen its impact in our e-waste or electrical waste by because it is a growing problem of our technology-based era po.
Because of this hackathon, we became engaged in real-world problems, and we learned that innovation are important no matter how small. So every innovative solution po na pwede mong i-come up para po sa real-world problems can be a stepping stone po para sa better future.
Rosette Andal, Vince Joseph Bungo, Rafael Adrian Marasigan, Christine Joy Silva, Ferlane Nicole Sumanga of Electronics Engineering addressed the very real need of communities in remote areas to communicate in times of emergency during calamities such as typhoons. The quick deployable emergency communication link using software-defined radio is a wireless communication link employing software-defined radio that can both transmit and receive a radio signal simultaneously.
Whenever we think of resilience, we think about the generosity and toughness that the people from our province have shown. And as we all know, we have been through a lot these past few years, so it is just right to now be more concerned about disaster response more than ever before. As ECE students who give greatest importance in communications, we have decided to provide a solution that could somehow be of help in connecting people during the hardest times of their lives.
And as ECE students, we are exposed to subjects in relation to communication, which involves discussion on how messages are being transmitted and received. And upon seeing the news about the disasters here in the province of Batangas, the problems most are involving the lack of rapid rescue due to communication problems. And with this, our team came up with a proposed solutions which aims to acquire effective communication to rural areas, most especially in times of emergencies.
As we have seen in the news regarding disasters such as typhoons, we have observed that many places that are hit by the typhoons lack communications, which result in late rescue operations and many more casualties. We as a Team ECE students come up with an idea of a design of communication system which can help disaster-prone areas to have a better communication system before, during, and after disaster.
And with that, we have always said that a single casualty whenever there is a disaster is too many for us. And our goal is, or our inspiration for our goal is for no lives to be lost. And while we have no control over the numbers of the typhoons that visit our country each year, and we can minimize the damage by providing a solution. And with this, our team believe or inspired by the technology innovation which can help the rural areas to become more sustainable. And despite that, these challenges, the technological adoption can bring it, and it can still improve the quality of life in these regions. For the SDGs, our team solution contributes to the Sustainable Development Goal, which is the 13, climate action, and 9, which is the industry innovation and infrastructure, wherein we are designing a system which is a quick deployable emergency communication link using a software-defined radio that addresses resilience to natural disasters. So the solution of our team is more on about the design and simulation of a communication link. And the advantage of this solution than others that it can be configurable software based, unlike the common radios that we have today, like the walkie-talkies and other hardware-based radios. And also, this is a more convenient way for people to communicate with another through a wireless communication link. And the efficiency of this disaster response can be improved. And this SDR, or the software-defined radio that we will be using, is a viable solution that combines the software-based signal processing with the capability to utilize the hardware components as a communication link. And by this, it promotes the goal of the SDG 13, which is to take urgent or to take action to fight the climate change and its impacts, mainly our natural disasters, in connection with the SDG 9 by building resiliency or solution that promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, which can further foster innovation. And that is the connection of our solution to the SDGs. By joining the WED Hackathon 2022, our team keeps our eyes open for problems and new ideas. That innovation should not just only be new, but it should be economically, educational, and environmentally sustainable, which is able to improve the lives of people. And small improvements, we believe that small improvements, after all, leads to bigger and better ideas that may one day become revolutionary. And that is the main goal of innovation. We find opportunities in every difficulty.
And to add up, I think that innovation is a continuous process. And in line with this, you should put yourself to the shoe of the community and look for the problems that remains unsolved. And I think that come to think of a solution, whether it starts as a small step, and as long as it does not harm the environment and acquire a sustainable solution, then eventually those small progress will grow and benefit a lot in the future.
Also, if you desire to add meaning to people's lives, this is the first step to innovation. It indicates that you are willing to make a difference in the world. When it comes to inventing, our attitude must be one of hopping to curves rather than staying on the same curves where we are already at peace and comfortable. It is making things 100% better, and it is having no limitations of what we can do and provide.
And lastly, always be curious about everything. Innovation comes from the desire to know everything and to solve real-life problems. If we want to have a better way of living, or you have the desire to create something.
Ramon Siriaca Jr., John Victor Fitalvero, Idwell Joshua Garcia, and Alan Christian Isagunde of Instrumentation and Control Engineering developed the smart irrigation system based on Penman-Monteith model of evapotranspiration, innovating crop management with the considerations of the weather, ensuring agricultural development and water conservation and efficiency.
Through our inspiration from agriculture itself, so we cannot hide the fact that agriculture indeed plays a major role in the Philippines, wherein 40% of workers are involved with it. As we continue to progress, our agricultural development seems to be left out, heavy with different engineering and technological constraints. We want to secure our ability to supply agricultural products and at the same time promote water efficiency, and agricultural livelihood. This does not only concern agricultural issues, but also economic sustainability.
So a smart irrigation system based on Penman-Montate model of evapotranspiration focuses on sustainable development goal number 9, which is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. It mainly focuses on the development of the irrigation system through innovation and consideration of the weather, conforming to current issues and problems in agricultural development that provide both positive and negative impacts on the environment. Through the utilization of the weather parameters provides a higher growth rate for crops. The use of low-cost sensors and biodegradable materials in some components were considered as a solution for environmental sustainability.
The opportunity of participating in the WED 2022 hackathon pushed me and our group to become more driven in developing more innovations. With advancing technology, we students must take part in producing a solution to the problems we are facing now to help the society. We should let our minds go beyond, leading to a beneficial output with the problem we choose to resolve. It is a crucial deal immediately with the real problems in order to prevent possible destructive outcomes. We should focus and start on what's happening in front of us for us to become more efficient innovators. This event inspired me to generate a remedy for society's problems, and I hope the other students too will see the relevance of contributing in solving real-world problems just like we had experienced.
Also, as future engineers and the one who would represent the new age of revolutionary ideas, WED Hackathon let me understand the significance of addressing existing problems around the world through innovation. I was able to have deeper insights on the role of innovators in providing long-term solutions to real-world challenges. And as part of this new era, we need to utilize
Gia Luwalhati, Nicole Elizabeth Tan, and Rainer Jacqueline Bool of Chemical Engineering constitute the Wonderpets, an acronym for water remediation using metal organic framework derived from PET bottles. Their goal is to devise a water pollutant adsorbent based on a metal organic framework, chemically recycling terephthalic acid extracted from PET bottles.
So, ang pinagmulan po talaga ng idea namin ay gusto po namin makatulong na makapagbawas po ng non-biodegradable waste na widespread po ngayon at gamitin po ito for a useful application for the environment. So, with the predictions concerning worsening water crisis in the future, we decided to apply what material we developed to protect bodies of water. So, upon application po of our chemical engineering knowledge and through in-depth research, nalaman po namin na may component po ang PET bottles na sobrang common na waste sa mundo ngayon. At ito pong component na ito ay pwede pong gawing starting material para makapag-develop po kami ng adsorbent, which is yun pong novel material known as metal organic frameworks or MOFs. So, ito pong MOFs na to, pwede po siyang gamiting adsorbent for pollutant removal in water or wastewater. So, we aim to merge the fields of waste valorization, value adding, and water remediation for our engineering solution, which is yun nga pong water remediation using MOFs derived from PET bottles.
So for the SDG goals po, we have decided to focus on SDG 6, which is yung clean water and sanitation po. Kasi po, we know that SDG 6 really goes beyond providing drinking water, sanitation, and hygiene. Also, with the added challenge of COVID-19 pandemic, na-realize po namin na there is a need to achieve sustainable water and sanitation. And it has become more crucial nowadays po. And naiisip din po namin na isa ang water sa basic necessities even before the pandemic. Until now po, isa po siya sa most efficient ways that people can use to decrease the transmission of COVID-19. So also, there are billions of plastic bottle waste po around the world. It gives us an idea na itry po ito as potential raw materials for our study. because of that po, naging target namin ng SDG 12, which is proper consumption and production. So, to be able to contribute to the sustainable development goals of clean water and sanitation and the responsible consumption, nag-decide po kami na gumamit ng waste PET bottles para makapag-develop ng simple and environment-friendly na absorbent or materials that can potentially aid in cleaning water from toxic pollutants po.
So, before joining the WED 2022 Hackathon, we first thought, what are the odds of us winning in this competition? There are 120 participants from different parts of the world. There are many students, mentors who want to showcase their skills, ideas, and innovations. We are one of them. Our advice to other students is, do not confine yourselves. Allow others to see your talent, ideas, and concepts. Join seminars, take part in contests and platforms where you can share your talents, write more, and collaborate more. This is important because for us, collaboration means innovation. What may be simple to you can be a big thing for others. Our solution involves the treatment of wastewater while valorizing waste, addressing the big problem of PET waste in the country. Starting from the idea of recycling, we are able to clean wastewater with such a small idea. Don't be afraid to share your ideas. Your small ideas and knowledge can always contribute to a bigger picture.
To the joining teams, we are very proud of you and your representation of engineering here at Batangas State University. Now presenting the WED Hackathon Final Round Judging.
Hi, I am Amal Kasri, Chief of Section of Basic Science and Engineering at UNESCO. We have a long history of working with WFEO for more than 50 years. As a judge, I'm really looking forward to these challenges to see how they will contribute to the Sustainable Development Goals.
Hi, I'm Katie Cresswell-Maynard from Engineers Without Borders International. I'm a finalist judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon. And what am I most looking forward to about taking on this role as judge? Well, I'm really looking forward, first and foremost, to see all of the excitement and enthusiasm and passion from the students that are going to get involved. But in particular, I'm really looking forward to seeing how each student or student team incorporates consideration for both the people and the environment as part of their engineering design. So what does that mean? Well, for me, when you're talking about people, that's how well have they considered the different perspectives that may be brought to the table in terms of people that have influence on the engineering design, people who may benefit from the engineering design, and people who may be affected by the engineering design. How well have they identified those, and how well have they considered and put that into consideration for their engineering design? And similarly with environment. So are there ways in which the environment can be best utilized to benefit the engineering design itself? And also, how can the engineering design benefit the environment? You know, can it be regenerative in any way? So I'm really looking forward to seeing all the designs this year. I wish everyone participating the very best of luck, and I look forward to seeing who gets through to the final in 2022.
Greetings everyone. I'm Engineer Firas Boudiab, the chair of the Young Engineers Future Leaders Committee at the World Federation of Engineering Organizations. I'm a finalist judge in the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon, which is an international competition for engineering students working in teams for a global real-world problem. As a judge, I will put my expertise to fairly and reasonably assess the different teams' works for the various components of the projects.
Hi, I'm Najla Triki from INWES, International Network of Women Engineers and Scientists. I'm a finalist judge in the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon. I am extremely pleased and honored to be part of the judge and to play a role in promoting innovative solutions proposed by young students and answering to global problems of the society. I'm sure that the collective intelligence and the collaboration between members of different teams will allow them to excel and to propose exceptional solutions. I'm really looking forward to hearing from them, and I wish all of them very good luck. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Leo Kempel from Michigan State University, and I'm a finalist judge for the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon. One of the things I'm going to be particularly looking forward to as a judge is seeing the creative solutions that diverse teams have to real-world problems.
Hi, I am Bülent Özgüler, a professor of electrical engineering at Bilkent University, Ankara, Turkey. I represent International Engineering Alliance, a global alliance of educational accreditation institutions and professional engineering organizations, a WFEO partner. I am looking forward to see some groundbreaking, innovative engineering solutions towards problems by student teams in this competition. Thank you.
The Team Wonderpets was up against 8 engineering student teams from Australia, Canada, China, India, and Kenya, finalists among 125 teams from 23 participating countries. We at Batangas State University are proud to present to you the outcome of the competition announced on March 4 at the World Engineering Day 24 Hours Live.
And finally, drum roll. The winner of the 2022 World Engineering Day Hackathon is Team Wonderpets, an all-female team from Batangas State University in the Philippines. Congratulations. This team chose to address Challenge 3, water accessibility in a changing climate. The judges commented that this entry was very interesting with a potentially transformative technology. It seemed that your team had done a great deal of research, linked a logical solution to the problem that you were addressing, and considered wider implications. Congratulations to Gia Luwalhati, Nicole Elizabeth Tan, and Rena Jacqueline Boole from Team Wonderpets. You presented an excellent solution to your challenge, and you should be very proud of your achievement today. Thank you everyone for your support, and congratulations to everyone who participated in the hackathon. And thank you again to our judges for supporting this project and to our sponsors and partners. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Before we watch for the final time the winning entry from Wonderpets, let's hear a few more words from our finalist judges.
Looking at all the criteria that we used to judge them, like the innovative nature of the idea, the digital nature, the teamwork, I felt like all of this was actually a very good, very satisfying.
The first place is deserved by the Wonderpets, I think. The project is feasible and it has a lot of sustainable development properties, so I find it appropriate, this choice.
Hi, I'm RJ.
Hi, I'm Gia.
Hi, and I'm Nicole.
And we are Team Wonderpets.
We are very honored to have been selected as a finalist in the World Engineering Day Hackathon in 2022.
Please enjoy our entry about water remediation using metal organic frameworks derived from PET bottles.
Our study aims to address SDG 6 and 12.
Maraming salamat po and mabuhay!
You've undoubtedly heard the term water crisis. Perhaps you have already heard that 2.4 billion people do not have access to basic sanitation facilities. First, 80% of the wastewater generated by human activities are disposed into the bodies of water with no pollution remediation.
Toxic pollutants from numerous sectors have made their way into many water sources today. We need potable water to drink and to bathe, as well as to irrigate our lands and feed our pets and livestock. SDG 6 is more important than ever for humanity's survival, as water is to life and it affects us in a variety of ways.
Despite the fact that water treatment technologies are used in industries, several of these have drawbacks. Among treatment methods, adsorption is found to be most effective due to its low cost, simple, and efficient design. However, conventional adsorbents have drawbacks that restrict their applications on a large scale. To address the limits of conventional adsorbents, we propose the use of metal organic frameworks or MOFs, a novel material explored for its potential in various environmental applications. We aim to use MOFs for the removal of a range of pollutants from wastewater to contribute to SDG 6. MOFs has what we call a breathing ability, which allows them to host guest molecules and push them out once external stimuli is applied. This ability allows it to remove a large amount of pollutants and to be regenerated and reused, making it sustainable for water treatment. With its novelty, its raw materials and production process still need improvement. How do we aim to address this? By recycling plastic bottles. With our knowledge in chemical engineering, we know that a certain component in plastic bottles can help us in producing MOFs in a less expensive and more environmental-friendly way. Over 3.8 million tons of plastic bottles are produced yearly, and only 7% of this are recycled, leaving the rest to pollute our waters and lands and affect wildlife. Repurposing them and giving them second life as protectors of our environment will contribute to responsible consumption and production, which is also another SDG we aim to address.
As a chemical engineering students, we developed a novel approach in the production of MOF adsorbents in a way that reduces costs, eliminates toxic reagents, and minimizes energy requirements. MOFs are composed of metal ions and organic linkers. To reduce cost, we use PET bottles as the source of our organic linker called TPA. We applied green method in extracting TPA from PET bottles through microwave depolymerization. TPA is non-dissolvable in water, requiring the process to use toxic organic solvents and extreme conditions to form MOFs.
Applying our engineering and chemistry knowledge, we converted TPA so that it readily dissolves in water.
This method enabled us to prepare MOF using just water as solvent and ambient conditions as opposed to conventional methods.
We successfully produced MOF in this novel approach and use it in removing dyes from water through adsorption. Aside from dyes, MOFs can also be used for the removal of pollutants like heavy metals and organic contaminants. Using our knowledge in separation principles from chemical engineering, we further improved the adsorption process using modeling, analysis, and optimization with the help of tools like Design Expert and Origin. The MOFs we produce cost a lot less than commercially available ones. 1 gram costs us only about $4 to make compared to $67 available MOF in the market. The total estimated expenses in this project is only $500. We aim to get funding from partnerships with different universities and government institutions. We would want to further collaborate with industries in the nations in order to pilot test our technology in an operational wastewater treatment plant. State institutions may also be involved to safeguard the program's long-term viability by providing support for policy formulations for water pollution prevention.
There's a lot to learn about MOFs. Aside from PET bottles, other PET-containing waste may be investigated, and metal scraps may be utilized as a metal precursor for MOF synthesis, which will be a part of a greater research that will be completed in a year or two. We researchers want to work with several organizations to investigate MOF as a 3D material. 3D printing offers another level to MOF manufacturing in terms of customizability, speed, and reusability in large-scale treatment.
Our team, Wonderpets, hailing from different cities of Batangas Province, Philippines, came and worked together in crafting our solution on water remediation using MOFs derived from PET bottles. Targeting both SDG 6 and 12, our solution aims to merge waste valorization and value adding with the challenge of clean water and sanitation. Through waste recycling, we aim to build back wiser. And through water remediation using MOFs, we aim to engineer a better future.
A grand congratulations to Team Wonderpets and its members Gia Luwalhati, Nicole Elizabeth Pan, and Reiner Jacqueline Bool, chemical engineering students at Batangas State University, and to their mentor, Dr. Raymark Maalihan of the Material Testing and Calibration Center, or MTCC, of the university's Steer Hub, as well as supporting research centers, the Analytical Research Center, or ARC, and the Center for Technopreneurship and Innovation, or CTI, as well as this center, the Center for Innovation in Engineering Education. Team Wonderpets, we have 3 questions for you. Question number 1, how do you feel being the champions of the first World Engineering Hackathon?
Nung nalaman po namin nung in-announce po yung mga naging winners, sobrang na-overwhelm po kami kasi hindi po namin inaasahan na mananalo po kami dito po sa competition na to. Medyo naging mabilis po kasi yung naging process po ng paggagawa po namin ng proposal at saka video. Pero ayun po, nung nalaman po namin yung sa announcement, sobrang natuwa po kami kasi yun po, nagkaroon po kami ng chance na ma-represent po ang aming university, Batangas State University, at yung makamit po itong achievement po na ito.
Para po sa akin, sobra pong tumaas yung confidence ko po, namin po as a team. Kasi po, knowing po na madami po kami kinakaharap na teams, especially po galing po ibang countries po. So, para po sa amin, talaga pong naging experience po ito para tumaas po yung aming mga confidence po.
Sa addition po doon, mas na-motivate po kami to do better, to strive more, na hindi dapat titigil lang doon. We can continue to innovate, to develop, kasi po parang bilang winner, parang dapat i-continue pa po namin kung ano po yung nasimulan namin.
Okay, thank you. Tell us about your experience and journey in joining the hackathon.
Sa tunay po kasi sobrang fast-paced po nung competition na to para po sa amin kasi nabigyan lang po kami ng ilang weeks para po makapag-prepare ng proposal at saka po video. Kaya nakaka-proud po na na-accomplish po namin yon sa loob po ng ganun kaikling oras. Na-challenge po kami pero sa tingin po namin na-develop din po kami ng experience po na ito.
Masasabi ko lang din po na sobrang naging worth it po nung aming pagla-laboratory po sa ARC kasi minsan po inaabot po kami ng gabi tapos gigising po ng maaga para lang po matapos tong project na to. At saka po yung paggagawa po namin ng paper, pampasa po sa submission, masasabi po namin napakaganda po experience kasi dun po natuto namin gumawa ng mabilis at saka gumawa po ng maganda para po sa worldwide event na po.
Parang dahil nga po first time po namin sumali sa ganito, syempre po parang nakaka-pressure, nakakakaba, pero at the same time po is nakaka-enjoy and nakaka-challenge kasi parang mas lumawak po yung environment namin, mas napalawak po yung knowledge namin, tapos parang naging representative pa po kami ng school namin, so masaya po siya and nakaka-challenge.
Okay, last question. What message do you have for fellow students in engineering?
Nung una po kasi namin nalaman po na kami po yung nag-iisang representative po mula Philippines, sobrang na-proud po kami sa part po na yun. Kaya ang masasabi ko po sa mga fellow Filipino students po namin ay yung kaya din naman po nating makipagsabayan po sa ibang bansa. Yung we also have what it takes. Kaya wag po tayong matatakot na kung makakatapat po natin ay mga foreign kasi yun po, we can do it po.
Dagdag ko lang po na wag niyo po i-confine yung sarili niyo sa loob lang ng mga classroom, sa loob ng virtual classrooms, kasi po lahat po talaga tayo may opportunity makasali sa ganitong bagay. May opportunity po tayo i-share yung ating mga ideas sa iba't ibang lugar, lalo na po sa ibang bansa, at ito po yung magiging susi po sa ating success po. Hindi lang po sa sarili, kundi lang school din po.
Para po kasing pag sinabing engineering, kalimitan lagi mo masasabi, maiisip, para sa lalaki, gano'n. Pero bilang all-girl team po kami, napatunayan po namin na engineering has no gender, innovations has no gender. Kasi kung kaya nila, kaya din namin bilang babae. So, yun po.
Do you have any special thanks?
On behalf of Team Wonderpets po, we would like to thank Batangas State University, our University President, Dr. Tirso Ronquillo, and other university officials. Our mentor po, Dr. Raymark Maalihan, and we would also like to thank MTCC, ARC, CIEE, and CTI. Yun po.
As the only team from the Philippines to compete in the final round, Team Wonderpets, you make not only us at Batangas State University proud, but also the Filipino engineering students. Dear viewers, thank you for joining us in celebrating this year's World Engineering Day. This has been your host, Engineer Junix Kaalin, for Education and Partnership at the Center for Innovation in Engineering Education, under the directorship of Associate Professor Divina Gracia Ronquillo. See you again next year for World Engineering Day. Keep updated on our upcoming CIEE events through our website www.batstateu.edu.ph/CIEE.